Hey everybody, my name is David Wilkerson and this is Surplus Funds 101. Just wanted to say thank you for everybody who has liked all the videos, subscribed to the channel, or even made a PayPal donation. Those are starting to add up. And I've almost gotten to the point where I can be able to purchase 1 hour of flight time for my aviation school. So big thank you for all the people who've helped contribute to that. Another thing, we just hit 200 subscribers. I know that it isn't a big number, but you guys, every person that I can help really take their business to the next level counts. And so it doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. I really don't do this for the money, but we're starting to grow, and it's all because of you guys watching and liking and subscribing. So thanks again. But what I wanted to do today, because I have a lot of people calling in and asking and direct messaging me, hey, Dave, can you show me the exact steps on what I need to do in order to fill out a investigator agreement with the state of California? So I wanted to make a little video for you guys and do a quick walkthrough on the exact process on how to do that. Now, here we are. This is the state drafted investigator agreement for the state of California. Okay, now this is something that they have drafted. You have to use their paperwork and get everything notarized right on here in order to get paid. Okay, so I'm just going to walk through from start to finish exactly how to do this. Now, this agreement is entered into by and between. Right here is where you're going to put the claimant's name. So, for instance, while you're filling this out, I'm assuming you're going to be right here on the unclaimed property website for California. And let's just, for education purposes, Kevin Smith, this guy, we're going to do a mock account for him. Okay, so the owner's name is Kevin Smith. I'm just going to copy and we're going to paste that right there. And then you'd put in your name or your business name. So Blackstone Asset Recovery LLC. Okay. Now, again, you would put in the owner's name, which would be Kevin Smith. Okay. And then the owner's address as reported to the state controller's office. So what they're going to want is this address right here. Okay. So right in this section, you're going to put that address there. So what you do, you just copy and paste all this. Make it real easy. Paste, bingo. And then reported by, okay, that is who the account has been reported by to the state. So if it's Bank of America, Western Union, whatever the company might be, or the person that is reporting the money, that's where this goes. The person that reported the payment on this account right here is Pier 1. Copy. We're going to paste that right there. And then what you're going to want to do, the type of account, type of property, it's just vendor payments. So okay, it's for the amount of see, it's pretty easy. Now, here is where a lot of people get hung up. Okay. They want to know, hey, Dave, is there a difference between the property reference number and the property ID number? Well, the way that I've always been filling this out, and here's the property ID number too, by the way, you guys, the way I've always filled this out is I just put that number in both of these two slots. It's never been a problem with the state. It's never been something that's been flagged that stopped me from getting paid, but that's what I've done right there. And then securities, no. Now, what I've talked to you guys about in a few of my other videos is the importance of double checking on a claimant's name to see if there are other accounts that you can collect on their behalf. Now, just to be very clear here, the way that I kind of run and operate my business is in a manner where I can make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of resistance. And it's almost a no-brainer to me. If you have an individual that has a bunch of other accounts, why wouldn't you just collect it at the exact same time? Okay, so if there are other accounts and you do a secondary search on them, what you'd want to do is click that And then when the notary is getting this paperwork all prepped and everything signed from the claimant, you're just going to have them sign right there. Okay. Now, your agreed percentage, the state always caps you at 10%, right? So I always keep that there. And then again, this will just be where the claimant will be initialing, and this is where you will be initialing. Okay. Again, this is the claimant's name. Copy. Now, this is really, really important, you guys. This right here is the address to where they currently live. This is where the state is going to send the money to. Okay. Now, when you're talking to this person, double check to see if they still live here at this address. It seems like 50% of the time they do, 50% of the time they don't. Okay. But you want to make sure you put their current address right here. So when the state does cut the check to them, they cut it and they send to the right address and not the old address. Now, right here, you're going to put their telephone number. I'm assuming that all this data, you've gotten it skip traced and uploaded it into a dialer. The state isn't going to give you the telephone number, but you can just copy it from your own personal records and put that here. Let's just 802. I don't even know if that's the right zip code up there for California. But for shits and giggles, just put in the claimant's telephone number, and that'll be the date right here. Now, for the claimant's signature and the social, I personally don't fill this out. I leave this blank. In the instruction packet that I give to the notary prior to them working with me, I kind of have outlined that they're going to get this signed. The notary's going to get this signed while they're there. I don't ever ask for the claimant's social security number at all while I'm on the phone or anything like that. I put that duty on the notary. Now, when the notary's there in person getting everything signed, it's so much easier for the claimant to say, yeah, I'll put my social down there, when it's just part of the presentation. Like, hey, here's your signature, here's your address. Oh, by the way, what is your social? Boom. So I let the notary take care of this. And once everything gets notarized and it gets sent off to the state, before that happens, I make sure that the notary sends me copies of everything. So I have their social and all their information to where if I need to call in to the state and check in on the account, I have all that information. Okay, right here, the investigator, again, that's just going to be me. Whoop. David Wilkerson, and then again, and then for the date, it's going to be the same date you use on all these. I'm filling this out on 12/16 of 2020. Whoop, too much right there. Okay, and then you don't need to have a investigator's license. Okay, and then the address is where you registered with the state. Put that address down because that's where they're going to be sending you your check. The cool thing about working state funds in California is they cut you a check directly. This is where that would go. I'd also use the exact address that you used when getting registered with the state. Okay. And then this is where you are going to wet ink sign this, and then your tax ID number goes right in here. Okay. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know if you do or you don't need one. I've always used an LLC and the EIN number just for protection reasons. I highly encourage everybody else to do the exact same. But this is the secondary part, and this ties into the first section up here of part 1, where you would have them initial if there are any additional accounts. You guys, if there's more than just 4, there's a lot of times where people will have literally 30, 40, 50 plus. I mean, I think the most accounts I've ever seen is like 200 something. I mean, I didn't recover that claim as a file or anything. It was just something I came across. But regardless, if you need more of these pages printed off, just do a custom print job, print off the second one, and just do multiple copies of that. But this is what you guys are going to fill out prior to you either sending this over to the UPS store, sending this to a notary, packaging this up, and then sending it to a notary, whatever your notary process is. After you sign, this is what would go out to them. This is the exact process and steps that I use to fill out an investigator agreement with the state of California. Yeah, you guys, if you found any value in this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. And again, thanks for all the PayPal donations and everything like that. It means a lot. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.